welcome to Eastern Sky Media. I'm Prashanti Mokhtan bringing you today's news bulletin in English. 18 new legislators have been sworn in as parliamentary secretaries in the state government by Chief Minister Nabam Tuki. While Congress had secured a majority of 42 seats in the assembly elections, 18 legislators of the party were sworn in as the new parliamentary secretaries at Banquet Hall in Itanagar. In the oath-taking ceremony, Chief Minister Nabam Tuki inducted the following as parliamentary secretaries: C.T. Men, Punji Mara, Posum Khimhun, Zomdekena, Techikaso, Bamang Felix, Zambe Tashi, Markio Tado, Purpa Chiring, Likasaya, Kumsi Sidiso, Alo Libang, Karya Bagang, Tapuk Taku, Gumtayeng, Mamanatum, Muchumiti and Tatung Jamo. The new Arunachal Pradesh Speaker Nabam Rebia inspected the construction site of MLA cottage at Chimpu and assembly building at ESS sector in Itanagar. The newly appointed Speaker Nabam Rebia, accompanied by Deputy Speaker T.N. Thungdok, MLA Techi Kaso and other officials, visited the construction site of MLA cottage at Chimpu and assembly building at ESS sector in Itanagar. The construction process is said to be behind by 20 months of the stipulated schedule. Meanwhile, officials of executing agency have assured Rebia to complete the construction of Block 1 of the cottage within 15th August. During the visit, the executing agency presented a PowerPoint presentation to explain in detail the ongoing project, and later in a question-hour session, they reported the total budget of the assembly building as 119 crore. Post the visit, Rebia told media that the state government will try to manage the fund required and will treat it as priority to complete the construction at the earliest.
और हम लोग चाहते हैं, हमारा डिप्टी स्पीकर साहब आए हैं, फिर हमारे यहाँ के लोकल विधायक भी है, हम लोग चाहते हैं कि ये टाइम पे, मतलब हम यही स्ट्रेस कर रहे हैं, उम्मीद करते हैं कि टाइम पर हो। टाइम से ऑलरेडी लेट चल रहा है, तो हम लोग कोशिश करेंगे सरकार को भी सिफारिश करना जहाँ किस सोर्स से फंड अरेंजमेंट हो सकता है। और ये स्टेट का एक बड़ा एसेट है, सबसे बड़ा एसेट है, ये जल्दी से जल्द हो, सबके सहयोग से हम लोग उसको जल्दी बनाए, यही हम लोग उम्मीद करते हैं।
The Election Commission has issued a notification for holding an election for the Rajya Sabha seat in Arunachal Pradesh on 19 June. The lone Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament, Mukut Miti's term expired on 26th May. Following the notice of EC for the Rajya Sabha elections, the state BJP Legislative Party leader Tamio Taga has announced that a total of 4 candidates have been recommended. They include State BJP former President Tapan Siga, former MP and present National General Secretary of BJP Tapir Gao, former Minister Wonglet Lowangcha and present State President Tai Tagap. The post will be decided by the party's Central Parliamentary Board after the final nominations.
The Election Commission issued notification for holding elections for the lone Rajya Sabha seat in Arunachal Pradesh along with several other states on June 19. The state Rajya Sabha seat fell vacant following expiry of the term of MP Mukut Miti on May 26, while the last date for filing nomination has been fixed on June 9 and scrutiny of the paper would be done the next day. The last date for withdrawal of candidature is June 12. Meanwhile, the BJP in Arunachal Pradesh has decided to file candidature for the ensuing Rajya Sabha election schedules on June 19 next. Tamio Taga informed that the party's officials nominee for the post will be decided by party's Central Parliamentary Board. This is Time Sapna with camera person Rahul Gamang for Eastern Sky Media, Itanagar.
BJP leader Sumitra Mahajan succeeds Meera Kumar as the new Speaker of the 16th Lok Sabha after senior leaders including Prime Minister Narendra Modi elected her to the high office. Even as Sumitra Mahajan created history last month by becoming the country's first woman parliamentarian to have won 8 times in a row from Indore, she has been elected as the Lok Sabha Speaker. She will be the second woman to hold the position of the Speaker after her predecessor, Meera Kumar. 71-year-old Mahajan is known for a simplistic and honest approach in her political endeavours. A long legal battle of all Arunachal Pradesh Students' Union came to an end with the Supreme Court dismissing the writ petition filed by Utkarsh Agarwal challenging the 24th General Conference cum election of the Union. The legal team of APSU advocates Nabam Jalo, Marto Karto and Pritam Sonam announced in a press conference that the Union is now free from legal impediment. Nabam Jalo, former president of APSU, apprised that the SC bench comprising of Justice Surinder Singh Nijar and Justice A.K. Sikri had dismissed the writ petition of Utkarsh Agarwal, where he challenged the 24th General Conference come election of APSU. While addressing media persons, Nabam Jalo apprised that Agarwal had misled the apex court with a misconception that APSU is a Rajiv Gandhi University campus-based students' organization and would therefore fall under Lingdo Commission. Meanwhile, Advocate Marto Karto has clarified that APSU is a pressure group and apex students' body of the state.
The Honorable Supreme Court, the notice was it was made available to the government of Arunachal Pradesh and APSU, the former leaders, that there is a Supreme Court order regarding this declaration of elections. Then Supreme Court gave a notice on after passing of this order, that passing of this declaration of elections, the APSU present incumbent were implicated as a contender, but we find a counter epidemic as per counter epidemic filed by the present team. Then this writ petitions number 503 of 2012 has been dismissed on 11/4/2014 by Honorable Supreme Court.
The roadside market of Gopur Tinali finds a more permanent and better site in the APMC complex in Itanagar. After the eviction of roadside market in Gopur Tinali for construction of National Highway, shopkeepers shifted their shops to APMC complex under the initiative of Tatung Tanya, councillor of Ward Number 2, in collaboration with Agriculture Department. Tanya told Eastern Sky Media that the new market will bring huge relief to the affected shopkeepers and vendors. The shopkeepers have expressed their gratitude to the councillor for allocating a place to earn money for their livelihood. Meanwhile, the councillor has strongly stood against encroachment in the market area. While Garo National Liberation Army has claimed responsibility for the killing of the 35-year-old woman, Chief Minister of Meghalaya Mukul Sangma is keen to meet MOS for Home Affairs Kiran Rijiju regarding this horrific incident post the state budget session. The banned militant outfit claimed that the attack on the woman was because she was allegedly the police informant responsible for the death of GNLA training instructor Kram. In a one-time peace settlement offer, CM Mukul Sangma has urged militant outfits in the state to stop all acts of criminal activities to enable the government to engage in dialogue with them. Meanwhile, a special court to try the militants involved in the killing and ex gratia of ₹1 lakh to the next of kin of the victim has been announced. Certificates of merit under the scheme of Dr. Ambedkar National Merit Award were awarded to 3 students of Donyi Polo Vidya Bhavan by Deputy Commissioner of Itanagar, Mige Kamki. Dr. Ambedkar National Merit Award Certificate is granted to meritorious students of Class 10th examination conducted by the state or central boards or councils. This time, Takam Obin, Dungsu Sonam and Kamku Liak were awarded the merit certificates containing a citation of merit and a cash amount of ₹40,000 each under the Dr. Ambedkar National Merit Award Scheme. SDO of Itanagar, Nending Chatung, was also present, even as the DC congratulated the students and their guardians, hoping that this encouraging step by Dr. Ambedkar Foundation would give confidence to the young aspirants to do well in life. The Science Club of VKV School in Zero joined the world in observing the World Environment Day. As the chief guest Zilla Parishad member of Kalung Reru constituency, Nani Taka, appreciated the school for observing the day and also suggested students to disseminate the knowledge to their parents and friends of protecting the fragile environment by planting more trees. He cited the natural beauty of the Zero Valley in appealing to the people to keep the place neat and clean by using dustbins for safe disposal of waste products. Later, the dignitaries planted saplings inside the school compound. This is all from Eastern Sky Media for today. This is Prashanti signing off.